Oh, your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Well, I can't even see your boy, right? We got to say the kid, right? And the girl, right? I don't know what to say, right? But yo, yo, yo. So, all right, peace, love, health, and wealth, vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. And we have a very, very special broadcast. We are doing the Aquarian year outlook prediction, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, for the year 2025. Okay, so so not only am I going to be reading tarot cards, but I also will be accompanied by the beautiful, the very talented, the very multifaceted, multi-dimensional being. Um, I call her Page of Cups. So let's give a round of applause first of all for Page of Cups. All right, all right, all right. So go ahead and introduce yourself, madam. Maybe you can introduce yourself. Maybe you can introduce your channel, etc. As we get started here.
All right. Well, thank you for such a beautiful introductory that you gave me. But I am Paige, also known as Prairie Winds and Wildflowers Spiritual Arts, and I'm going to do, oh, excuse me, a oracle read combined with Fee doing tarot, and we are going to give some insight to 2025 and what it may have to offer. And we are going to be doing it via zodiac. So we will start with Aquarius. I'm going to start with the deck called The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. This is what the deck looks like. Very cool. And this is going to be a message from an animal, of course, and it will be short and sweet. And then Fee will take over, finish, and wrap it up with a little, with some tea leaves.
You know, I just got a question. Do any of your
Yeah.
decks that you're going to use, are there any affirmations along with the card?
There is in the animal spirit guide, I think.
Okay, all right,
I,
that's cool. I just
I
asked
think the
because I got
message
an
itself
affirmation
is,
deck.
yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep, yep.
Okay, let's see what comes out. What's your message, Aquarius? Ooh, right off the get-go, we have the hummingbird. How beautiful. There you go. And I will read this message for you from the book.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, wait, wait. Something. Wait, 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 wait. I don't know if it's just me, but you just start glitching a little bit. Yo, yo, wait, wait, wait. You're not coming through clear. Yo, can y'all hear in the chat? Yo, yo, please double tap that screen and get them likes up, y'all. Please, please, please. Yo, Paige, yeah, I don't know. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi or? Hmm? No, can't hear you. No, every other word it goes out. Maybe you can try disconnecting from the Wi-Fi, maybe, or maybe you could. Nothing, nothing. You still not coming through clear. Y'all get them likes up. Where them green hearts at? Can we spam them green hearts in the chat? Nature Boy said, "Who's your girlfriend?" Yeah, nope, still nothing. I don't know if you disconnected. Maybe you can. If you did disconnect from the Wi-Fi, maybe you could try reconnecting now. Do you have any apps running in your background? Come on, y'all. Tilt up that screen and get them likes up. Come on, y'all. Where them green hearts at? Come on, y'all. Show some support. We having some technical difficulties right now. No, do you see the word Satan? Your page.
Yes, feed my Wi-Fi. I disconnect. What should we do?
Okay, you starting to come through a little bit. There you go. Mic check. Mic check. Say, can I get a mic check page?
Yep, good to go.
Oh
My
yeah. If y'all can hear Paige, and know if y'all look at the Paige little nails. Look at her nails, y'all. Y'all see them nails? All right.
them off. All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Can y'all hear?
If we,
Let's get confirmation from the chat that we can hear you.
yes, please.
Okay, we got one confirmation. All right, say we got
Okay.
four people in the chat. So can we get some confirmations that y'all can hear Paige?
Yeah, Sean says he can.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you started talking, it went totally out. So
Then we're nice. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. All right. If everybody's ready, I'm ready to go. So the hummingbird is the card that was pulled. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow
mm,
the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, and loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a new class, learn something new. Beautiful.
yes, Lord. Let me get a round of applause for that hummingbird message. I
Definitely a
wish I had
lovely
a
card.
hummingbird sound on my thing, but all thing I got is the crow. Oh, 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 oh.
Caw, caw.
That's the only thing I got. All right, thank you for that beautiful message, hummingbird. Is there any insight or anything like that? Anything that hummingbird is telling you that might that you can probably enlighten us with on top of what you already read?
Well, I would say that that means that the hummingbird or the Aquarius is ready to I would say try some new things, but definitely
Mm-hmm.
keep yourself don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your main sources, but it's time to venture out and it's time to try something new. Possibly you're feeling restless or, just kind of agitated in your own energy. You're ready to spring out and to explore. And at a faster pace, maybe than you have previously. So bring in the new year with all of the open mindedness and creativity that you can possibly strum up and flutter out.
All right.
There you go.
Shout out to Page of Cups with the hummingbird reading. All right. So I'm definitely going to ask you for your insight on the cards that I pull. But first card that we have, right, is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so let's remember that the aces are all about divine new beginnings. Okay, the aces represent a new start. And also the aces could represent like a brand new idea or a channel from your ancestors or your spirit guides or whatever you feel connected to, right? So then, as we look at the wands is a representation of the fire element, okay? The fire element. Sometimes people can correlate that with what the solar plexus or the sacral chakra, right? For some reason, I'm being called to say, right before we even get into the card, the element of fire. I feel like for some reason for Aquarius this year, the element of fire is going to be very, very important. So the thing about the element of fire, of course, it represents your desires, your passions, your goals, right, your motivations. But one thing about fire is looked upon as the purifier, right? They say a forest burns down so a new one can grow again, right? So just especially as we kick off the new year, I just want us to pay attention to the transformations that took place um in 2024 and how we can continue to build upon the things that was built on in the past, okay? So I'm going to do a quick reading, and then I'm going to pull some more cards, okay? And then we're going to try to pull together, just try to pull together a little message from the cards, okay? So the ace, it says the ace of wands. The aces are signs of new beginnings and ideas.
Hmm.
Unleash your creativity, energy, and initiative. Okay. All right. So it's calling for us to take initiative on the things that we want to do forward. Okay. So our second card is going to be the Eight of Wands. Wow. So we got two
Wow.
wands we got two wands cards, right? So the eight in particular is saying that the number eight represents action. The eight represents movement. The eight represents change. Um so when it come down to it, the eight of wands that you can see are a bunch of wands, right? And they're kind of moving in a downward fashion. Kind of like if you think about arrows in a sense. So what how I interpret this card is that we have a divine idea, right? That comes from the most high or it comes from the aliens or it comes from wherever you feel connected, right? And so we take that idea and we bring it down to the third dimension and then we work on it, right? And then we perfect it and send it back up to the ether, right? And then once we send it back up to the ether, then it be able to spread. So then people, places, and things get in accordance with the path that we start to walk. Okay, so we have a divine spark, right? This is the feeling that hey, I want to try this, or hey, I want to do this, or hey, I think this would be a great idea, or I think tacos would be good for dinner, right? Whatever that spark is, right? So then we come up with a game plan and then we take action on the game plan. You know what I'm saying? We make connections, we network, and so now it's spirit's turn to deliver the situations and circumstances that's going to lead us to either to carry out, cement, or whatever the path leads to. So I'm gonna do a quick reading on the eight of wands as well. Okay. So let me do a quick little eight of wands. So it says the eight symbolizing stability and renewal, signifying that all things are about to accelerate. Okay, so a lot of, for the most part, the general conclusion or the general um the mm, the interpretation,
Consensus.
the consensus of this card is that things are about to be moving relatively swiftly. If you notice, when things fall from the sky, they are unobstructed, meaning that there's nothing in the way, right? So I want us to adopt that. I want us
Mm,
to adopt that mindset that nothing is going to stand in our way, that we can, and we will succeed in whatever our passions, our goals, our desires are. And our last but not least card is going to be the Five of Swords. Okay. So,
okay.
and first thing first, what I'm feeling is that this card may be a separate message from the first two cards. However, it could definitely mean that that could be something in correlation. But so really quick, the Five of Swords, right? The five represents conflict, right? It represents maybe you've been through something and you're suffering some sort of damages. It could mean like conflict. What is the word? I said conflict already. Conflict, damages, um, strife, setbacks, etc., etc. Right? And then when we talk about the swords, we talking about the air element. Okay, so when you're talking about the air element, that's a representation of like the third eye and the crown, right? So that deals with knowledge, wisdom, communication, et cetera, et cetera. Anything that deals with cerebral thought, morals, ethics, values, et cetera, et cetera. So here, cameraman, if you don't mind zooming in, we have a young man here who's gathering swords after a battle. Okay, so that could represent like maybe there is going to be some sort of conflict or some sort of strife or some sort of like falling out amongst teammates or loved ones, etc. So let me give a quick read on the book from the book's perspective, right? It say Five of Swords represents quarrels and conflicts. Prompt prompt that the parties should not blindly pursue victory and ignore their true meaning. So how I interpret that is that there might be situations and circumstances where you might not see eye to eye with people, right? But instead of just going in and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be the loudest," or I'm a use the dagger that's gonna sting the most," or whatever it could be, whatever in this relationship. A lot of time, I mean, in this situation, a lot of times people feel obli obligated to win an argument, right? And they don't be tactful, right? A lot of times arguments happen because people feel like they're not being heard and they're not being valued. So what I want you to do is to take the initiative and be the bigger person. You might say, "Oh, great beautiful Paige. Oh, King Fee. Why do I have to be the bigger person all the time?" Because you was meant to be the bigger person. So the more you embrace that role, the better you will fare in 2025. All right. So Paige, do you got any insight on these cards? We got the Ace of Wands, we got the
Yes,
Eight
I
of
do.
Wands, then we got the Five of Swords.
Yes, I do. Okay. So these cards are beautiful because they definitely clarify a lot of the things and back a lot of the things that were said in this hummingbird um, oracle card. Now, I believe that this conflict has something to do with either your ability to it's like inner conflict, and or there might have been discouragement, or you haven't been supportive in what you would like to do with your creativity and your
Mm,
open-mindedness, or making a change of your how your values and beliefs, or what you how you see things. It might not fit with um, your crowd or your family or things that you were brought up with, but it's okay to step out, and you're being very much encouraged to. So,
mm,
so the Ace of Wands, there's a little thing in one of my books I would like to say. I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. The word creativity keeps coming up. So I believe you might be working on or thinking or storming up a project, or maybe a change, or developing something, creating anything. It could be anything, whatever
mhm,
pertains to you. So the Eight of Wands now, it's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy and I swiftly face my desires head on. Now, that being said, going into the Five of Swords, the lessons move me ahead always. For me, that clarifies a lot of things. So, number one, whatever happened in the past is a lesson. And I feel like you've overcome a battle, and you are overcoming discouragement and within yourself too. I think the biggest battle is push forward. You have beautiful things to come. You just have to let that
Hmm.
and don't forget how you got here. Use it as a reference, though. It's not something to go back to. It's just a reference.
Uh, really quick.
Oh,
Wait, was you done? I'm sorry.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Fee. No, you're
Okay,
good.
so really quick before we move on to the oracle, to the tea leaves, I just thought about something when she was talking, and I'm so happy to have her here, right? Because what I was thinking was that maybe these messages were separate, but I think these messages are pretty much in alignment. All three cards are in alignment, and what I mean by that is
Absolutely.
that
Yes.
sometimes you moving into your higher purpose is going to make other people uncomfortable, either who's not growing or who don't see themselves in your vision, right?
Yep.
A lot of
Yep.
people feel inadequate when people make things move, right? A lot of people feel inadequate when, oh, this person got a great idea and they're pursuing it, right? So I always say this, right? I always say, if you moving into your higher purpose, you doing things, right, that make you better, right? Whether
Mhm.
that's, a new house, a new car, a new job, quitting smoking, drinking, stop people pleasing, etc. Whatever it is, that whatever the vision is, right? Whatever the desire, right, is for you. If this makes people uncomfortable, then don't feed into it. I'll always say that this is the most high's natural ability to weed people out. If people are only happy when you're doing what they want you to do, then
Mhm.
you don't need to be around those people. Those people will definitely hold you back. Now, I can't say, I won't say that you shouldn't love them from a distance, because you can definitely love these people from a distance. But everybody is not going to be meant to walk down every single path, right? We had a live the other day or yesterday called a shifter, right? Say, I am a shifter, right? So when you change paths, right? Hence this Ace of Wands, right? When you start to create things, right? You're going to shift timelines, right? Meaning that, is some people say, if you a stoner, right, and you decide not to be a stoner for 25, say, you know what, I'm gonna take 6 months and I just want to get clean and I want to save some money, etc. Whereas some people, whether they consciously think about it or not, they are counting on the fact that you are going to be their smoke buddy, right? Some people might even count on the fact that you might be the breadwinner, right? That you're going to bring the smoke. Like, whenever I don't have the smoke, I can always rely on Sean or Tito, for example, to bring the smoke through, right? But the thing is that now that you broaden your perspective and now you shifting timelines, right? Those people aren't going to be, mm, almost, how can I say this?
When you level up or you ascend, unfortunately, the people who are not ready to put the work in to be at your level won't be able to meet you until they are. So you will move forward and they will stay.
The last thing I'll say about this is that a lot of people fail to move forward because they worried about who they're gonna leave behind, right?
Mhm.
And moving into 2025, which is a 9 year, I don't want us to worry about who or what we might be leaving behind,
Yeah.
because I firmly believe that where we meant to go on our path as we shift these timelines, we are meant to shift these timelines. It's meant to be. So the thing is that the people that we're meant to be with in the future, whether it's friends or family or whatever is meant, whatever whoever these people are, either they're already there clearing space for us, or they're fighting on the journey, shifting timelines as well as we are. Right? Just think about going to a grocery store, right? When you get to a grocery store, there's going to be people who's already there. There's people who's going to be walking in the same time as you. Then there's going to be a few people who's going to come in after you, right? But the thing is that you decided that today was the day to make this journey. You went through the ups and downs, putting on coat, hat, boots, etc., right? Putting on your COVID mask, and you did whatever the necessary steps was for you to pursue the destination, right? And so we can't really worry about the who, what, when, where's, and why's, because we're still leaving doors open, turning into that pillar of salt, as they say in the Bible, right? And when you do that, you're not going to be able to fully be present and aware, and to be able to appreciate and take advantage of everything that's waiting for you on this shot, on this timeline that you're shifting into for 2025. Okay, so I just want to leave that at that. I just had to get that out. All right. So I think Paige is going to end our reading with some tea leaves.
Okay, so these are the tea leaves. I will show them. And they are, well, how do you explain the tea leaves? They predict, in a sense. So they'll give you some. They're like fortune. It's like a little fortune tea leaves. It's as if you were trying to read tea leaves in a cup. So I have been shuffling, and I've had 3 come out. It's actually quite amazing because I'll do 4 just because I can. And I love Aquarius. Not that I don't love it. I love everyone, but you're just good peeps. So um, the first one to come out here, I'll just try to get my 4th one out so I'm not trying to bounce back and forth. We have, and these have months. They have all kinds of different things. So first things first, we have time to get out of a situation. Okay, the pail. So I believe that this can go back to connecting to, some of the things that, whether the situation be your mind, or, like we just said, it just, moving forward, right? Moving forward and accepting that some things can't come with you and that there are new things to come. So,
Yes.
spilled milk. No need to cry over spilled milk. So, there's
Mm.
this time to get out of a situation. We also have the door. So, opportunities are waiting for you. How wonderful, hey? I'm sure you can all put that together. Not much explanation needed. And then we also have the bowl. Plenty of material things. So you definitely have some abundance behind some of these doors. You just have to be willing to just accept, understand, and move freely through these doors. We also have January. So this could be significant to you. Or just keep your mind open to January. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, Lord. You
Okay.
guys
Well, hope
already know me. It's an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all. This was so peaceful. I wish I was an Aquarius, right? But we all can resonate to each sign at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because we have each sign in our chart. Okay, so if you are watching this, or if you made it this far, right? Don't feel as though it's limited to anybody, because, like I said, these messages are timeless, right? And these messages are faceless as well. So however.
if it resonates, it take it right.
Hmm. Yes, sir. So I should have said this disclaimer in the beginning, but in any case, um, take notes, right? Say this videos to your watch list. Maybe you can make like a 2025 playlist, and periodically come back and refer to this, because there's always
Mm-hmm.
going to be ups and downs in one's life, right? And so the
Yeah.
thing is that we got to be able to have an anchor. I think I am going to go ahead and pull an affirmation card.
You go right ahead.
I think I'm gonna pull an affirmation card for this, for the
You
Aquarian
do,
family.
you boo. I'm sure they would love that.
All right.
If you
All
guys are
right.
enjoying this live, give us some, what do we do? The 4 green hearts?
Yeah, who in the chat right now? We say we got 6 people there. Oh wow, wow. Okay, I like this card. So it
Wow.
says, "Today I trust myself. Today I
Beautiful.
know I will make the right decision to maintain a happy and healthy life." Wow. So
That's wonderful.
I mean, Paige, you got anything you want to say on based on this
No,
affirmation
I
card?
just feel like everything really flowed quite smoothly, and it was a very interactive and easy explanation, and everything kind of just flowed, and it all connected, and like most
Mhm.
things in this do. And I feel like Aquarius is very smart, and they'll take from this what they need to. But I feel like we're all on the same page. No pun intended.
Yeah. Mhm. All right, so like I said, with this card, man, just trust yourself. Just be present in the moment. Don't doubt that the things that you are leaving behind are not worth the things that you are going to achieve in the future, okay? So, with that being said, if you know what I'm gonna say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf, cuz I ain't buying it. Peace.